We are 10 seasons in and we've done it. We are in for Premier League. This is going to be our biggest challenge yet. Do we stay loyal with the team that have become legends of the club, or do we need to rebuild, spend money, and we pray for a miracle and we don't get relegated? Well, let's go find out. Well, we start with our first summer signing of the season, and we buy Ian Roberts for £2 million from Sunderland. Brought him in as a bit of a competition for Noah Carroll. He's 25 years old. He's got some Welsh international caps. We've bought him for £2 million. He's currently worth 7.2 to 8 million. So maybe a bit of wheeling and dealing there and bringing a profit. We're paying £16,000 per week, and he is contracted until 2036. As you can see, squad player, because we want to make sure Noah Carroll is our star player. He ticks pretty much all the boxes apart from finishing. And as you can see in his player roles, he can play as a striker, but who wants a striker with finishing 9? I like the fact that he's got 18 in flair, 16 determination, and he's very good on the ball, agility 16. Maybe it'd be nice to get that dribbling up to 14, 15 as well. It'd be really nice. Then we bring in Sam McClelland on a free transfer. He did used to play for St Johnstone, but he has been let go of his contract. He's 31 years old. He's had 12 caps for Northern Ireland. He's on a contract of £23,000 a week, and I've got him down as an important player. We need experienced defenders going into the Premier League. Looking at his stats, 13 tackling, 13 marking, 14 heading. Maybe we want that more 15s and 16s, but great mentality stats of anticipation, bravery, concentration. Then okay on his physical. Maybe his age is getting to him, or he just never has been that physical player. Then we bring in a really young goalkeeper. I don't know if Dylan Berry is going to be up for the job in for Premier League, but we have brought in Diego Barrel. He is an expensive loan. We're paying a loan fee of £475,000, but this goalkeeper stats looks fantastic for his age. We're only paying £10,000 a week on wages, so for balance of the fee and for wages I'm quite happy with. But I love his stats. Aerial reach 14, kicking not so important, but 16, fine, maybe a long pass. But then again, his passing is low, so he's good at whacking the ball forward, but his general passing is rubbish. Reflex is 16, which goes well with his jumping reach, and he's quite determined as well, so I like that about him. And then a Uruguayan player from Defensor Sporting, Diego Morales. He is 25 years old. He is capped at under 23 level. He is on £26,000 a week, and he is contracted until 2037, and he's expected to be a regular starter. He does play as a right back. Jumping over to stats, technically not best, considering we want it attacking. We would expect good crossing, good dribbling. But what I liked about this player is his mental and physical. Sometimes you just can't find those technically gifted players, and you have to weigh up the odds of you're either going to be great technically, or you just got the mindset to play and do a job for us. About 7 seasons ago, we was playing non-league football. So we've gone on this massive spin of promotions, and unfortunately our reputation is still quite low, and it's very, very hard to bring in any decent players at a Premier League level. We're bringing in very good League One or good Championship players. That's it. My team is probably full of good League One / decent Championship. Noah Carroll, decent Championship, but he's over-exceeding expectations of his performances. Our next 2 transfers I've brought in to improve our left back positions. We start with Alex Tremble. We got him on a free transfer. Again, his best position is full back, but we want to play him as a wing back attack, and he gets 3 stars there. He is on £28,000 a week, and he is an important player. I don't know what status I put for other left back on, but we'll get to that next. Looking at his stats, technically not bad for what we want him to do in that position, much better than right back that we brought in, Morelos. And then mentality and physical, look at those stats, looks much better and definitely much better than what we had with Luka Delberg. Unfortunately, he signed a new contract with another club before we got the opportunity to sign him up. And then the other left back we bring in is Ish Samuel Smith, 27 years old. He is a regular starter, so regular starter is just below important, so he'll probably be our backup. I think it's going to be a real tough competition between these two players. And diving over to her stats, again very similar to Bramble before, strong mentality, great physical stats, and okay on technical. Our biggest signing of the summer, where we've spent the most money, and that is on Enzo Di Pietro, and he has a great name. Maybe I'll just spend some money for his name. He is Argentinian. He is going to sit in our defence midfield role, even though that he likes being a DLP or a ball-winning midfielder, but I'm pretty sure that he could do a job as a defence midfielder. We spent £4.2 million. That is a new club record. I can't remember what the previous record was, but actually we probably beat our previous record, so I think it was Devlin on like 250k, and then our first signing Roberts was 2 million, so he broke the record, and then we bring in Enzo Di Pietro. I love saying the name. I'm not very good with names, but I do try. He is on a whooping, for us anyway, whooping £42,000 a week, and yes, he is going to be a star player because £4.2 million to me, going back again a few seasons ago, we was paying pennies out, or even just scraping for free transfer market to try and get promotion. Now that we've got a bit of money, we have to spend a little bit of money. We have to. And I love his stats. I really do. I think technically not so great on defence midfield. I mean, yes, you can argue, why don't you just change your role to the LP? But that's not my tactic. We need to try our tactic that has been successful of getting all those promotions for us. Why change it? But then again, if we struggle, is it for tactic or is it for players that we have? And are we just at our ability? This is a max this tactic can go, and there's nothing better. There's no other tactics out there for us. Obviously, we built this based on other tactics to get the meta to see what we can do with it. And obviously, we've got to our Premier League with a non-league club with League One players. So it's over-exceeding expectations anyway. But again, looking at his stats, decision-making, great, determination, wants to be involved with his anticipation, teamwork, vision, balance, natural fitness. He looks fantastic. I really, really hope that he does well for us. Then we spend another £2 million. As you can see, we are spending a little bit of money here. 2 million, 4 million, 2 million. We have to. And to be fair, we had championship clubs last season spending 20, 30 million pounds on players. And there's me going, oh, how do you do that? We just don't have the money. Maybe a couple of seasons in Premier League, we might be able to build reputation and money to then get star-studded players. That's going to push for us to get into Europe maybe, or win a cup. Going back to Miranda, he's 22 years old. He's got some under 20 caps as well. He is on a £19,000 contract until 2038, so a good few years there for him to build up with us. He's got good potential. I'm at 2.5 stars to 4 stars, so that's good. And looking at his stats, he's already got some really, really good stats here. So inside forward, dribbling, finishing, good. Technique, a little bit low, but not bad. Mentality, his standout stat there is his determination, which I like, especially for a 22-year-old. And then physical stats, he's got a bit of pace about him, but it's great on his agility and balance. We continue trying to build our team of improving our defence, and we have brought in Manny Matchinson. Again, not really a ball-playing defender, but he will do, because at the end of the day, sometimes we just ain't got a choice and we just have to bring in cover. He's 25 years old, he's got no international caps, and he is on £17,000 a week until 2037, expected to be a regular starter for us. Looking at his stats, tackling low green, marking low green, heading low green, but again, he's got good mentality of bravery, leadership, and then physicals of balance and jumping reach. and we brought him in from Bristol City for £350,000. Another defence midfielder player, but this time we've brought Tom Callaghan on loan. And we have paid quite a heavy fee, £475,000, just like the goalkeeper. He's 22 years old, he's got no caps, international caps, or even under 21 caps either, but I really like the look of his stats. He's a great passer of the ball with a stat of 16, he can tackle, he can mark, and he's got great first touch. Looking at his mentality, again, another strong mental player. We really love our mentality in this club. When you're in a relegation battle, what do you need? Strong-minded players, ready for that fight. And Tom Callaghan, I'm hoping, has that. His teamwork is fantastic, his decision, his composure, and everything else just sits pretty well for me. And his physical is not too bad as well. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's got great balance. I don't know what exactly that's going to bring me, but for this position, we're looking at stamina and strength, and that ticks the boxes of where we need him. And then our last summer transfer off the window, we bring in Patrick Kunjundžić from Southampton, but only on a loan, but no loan fee, and we're only paying £6,500 per week for him as well. Yes, he's going to be a backup on our right side, inside forward. He's 25 years old, he's got quite a few under 21 caps for the Dutch team, and looking at his stats, great dribbling, 15. Then you look down the rest of his technical stats and it's pretty rubbish, with exception probably technique. And then mentality, probably quite weak on his mentality, right? But again, I love that dribbling, 15. And then he's got a bit of flair about him, good determination, good teamwork, good work rate. And then physical, he's fast and he's got great natural fitness just to keep banging down that wing. So I tend to miss transfer outs all the time. Every time I do these videos, maybe I just run out of time or just keep on talking, I don't know. But this time I've remembered we've sold Paul Morgan for £500,000. He's gone to Lincoln, to a League One team. He was okay. I think in Championship he just lost. I think League One is probably his best level, so I wish him well. And one of the reasons why we had to bring in two left backs is obviously we got rid of Shea Eze, who was this formidable player. If I ever try and do a non-league save again, he will definitely be coming in, because he lasted from non-league bottom to League One at least and became a bit part player in Championship, but Delberg took over and did fantastic in Championship. Shame that we had to lose him, but I mean, you look at the left backs that we brought in, look at the stats, right? The stats are fantastic. We've lost him on a free, but end of the day, we move on. And then a bit of a surprising one, that Steve Proctor, he never really was a first teamer for us, but we sold him to Hull for £400,000. Happy days, see you later. We have spent £10 million, and that is the most we've ever spent in a transfer window. Well, actually, ever in a season. We did bring back a little bit of money, just over 1 million, so it was £1.1 million that we've brought back into our kitty, so overall net spend is 9 million. Have we done enough though? Have we brought in the right quality of what we can, right? I'm gonna bring in the best that I can within the money that we have and the reputation of people who wants to come to us. And plus, our scouting party is very small compared to a lot of clubs as well, which I have been trying to improve on. But I'm a person who likes going away and looking at players, but then again, only if the stats are visible, and sometimes it can be so vast of between 8 and 15. Well, they're 8 and 15, that's a big difference. Sometimes you get lucky and they'll be at 14, sometimes you're unlucky and they end up just being about 8 or 9, and you're just like, oh, I've got a real crap player, and you just hope that they perform for you. But that's all the time that we have in today's video. Be much appreciated if you give this video a like, and if you would like to continue our journey of our Unknown to Icon series, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on for the next one.